So we're going through it, so to speak. And when beings say we're going through it, you can come up with a lot of things to say, like positive things that will move the mind in a positive space. Hang on a second. But there is only one. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Kenneth Berenson. We channel in this channel, so sometimes we just go straight in and we are shifting in consciousness, which is how you ascend in frequency, maintaining your own light here. And so what we are noticing, what we are always accurately reading our environment. And so in this 13 cycle, it's been a little different. And we've noticed spikes and things from the outside. And you can interpret that in many different ways. But when you have, and this is just like situations, and we noticed that it got even closer. We could feel it inside. This is annoyance from the body. And we're seeing it depicted outside in this is not always so easy to see when we're in it, right? It's more when you take a step back, which is very helpful to see the truth. Because if you're stuck in a fantasy, oh yeah, we're all going through it, and then you stop there, well, that's the limitation that you will meet. Another is to that limitation. And so what we realized is that we have done this for quite some time. It's our what are we calling this? Undertow. And that's to work too much, to prioritize the soul mission more than the body's well-being. And that is not in balance. That is not in harmony. You know? But it hasn't been so easy to balance with our body, because we have gone through a really challenging time where we've realized basically that all our life has been a big fucking lie. All of the beings that we were seeing around us, they're just jabbing along. They're not even a real person, is what we realized when we came in touch with ourself, so to speak. And we noticed that, oh, we can't be ourselves here. Like there's no, where's the space? So we had to create the space. We had to create the space because we didn't feel safe anywhere. Just like a lot of beings pretending and then doing something else with the body. Like it's this mind, like it's this weird construct that people are a little screwy. Some people. And that's what we seem to be around now. And so, what is that? That is the repercussions of us treating our body not so nice. Sort of like, where's the play and fun? You know? And we know why. But it's up to us to change that trajectory, right? And that means that when we start to do things for the body, that can be simple things like cooking food, learning how to, do stuff with the hands, get creative, utilizing that energy, or it's going to get wasted in these weird like sparks outside because we're not honoring our full electricity that is running through our body. You see, it's like these things, it's important to balance so that we get that we get to play and be just sitting. There's a lot of deepening that can happen with a human being, and a lot of healing that can happen when you just get the right space, that you feel safe in. Because it doesn't feel good to have these two faces that you see everywhere. That doesn't feel good to me. And whenever I talk to someone, they answer back like some kind of war in some other part of the country. Like, what? Is that your gift to me? What are we creating here? By iterating all of the horrible things that's happening in the world and calling it being social. It's not creating anything good by iterating shit. We just gotta call a spade for a spade, This is a Norwegian saying. We don't know if it even exists in English. We have these Norwegian sayings. They're really funny. Oh, Norway. Such a funny people. Very funny people. But have been very controlled. Haven't fully landed. The souls and many beings there, they're just operating in the system. It's a very controlled system, but it's quite luxurious system. It's like creme de la creme of the systems you can get into, because you can go out in nature and it's really beautiful. You can really explore nature, and we miss that. We miss that a lot. And there is some just natural occurrences of what we're going through now, that it has this, like we almost had our bike stolen and we we scared the dude, but our lock, now we don't have a lock, so we don't feel like we can go so many places right now. Of course we can. This is limitations in the brain, you see? And this is what we are opening in these spaces as well. In these so that we can enjoy our experience here. We chose this experience, We wanted this experience. And so we have more to do here to get it up to speed to what we had planned. It's things like that, to prioritize the more feeler-based activities, the things that enliven things for the body. And this is what has stereotypically been the woman that has been providing, right, in many households. So there is a lot of that too. But we are here to integrate our knower and our feeler. And so we're not here to wait for someone to come and rescue us. We're not here to, wait for some other being to fulfill something that we are here to fulfill now, so that we can create a beautiful space, or continue to. We have created a beautiful space here, but we've sort of gone into a little bit of a halt mode for whatever the situations that we have been experiencing outside, right? It's just not been a priority. And then we have sort of drifted into other things, and now we feel that we're being asked. It's sort of like a little slap on the hand from Gaia. I feel like she's turning up the dial on this one, in this round, so that we get it, that we have to look after the body, and just, you don't have to be so, you can take it easy, and you can, get cozy, like get the right things and make sure that you explore new things. Like there's a lot of things in the like we have a whole kitchen. Like this is the thing, like sometimes it's just like you get into these loops of behavior. It can happen, especially if you're alone. It's very easy, because fuck, I get why people get a little bit crazy being only by yourself. That's why sometimes it is a little bit like that, because you're sort of like, sometimes you're fighting with your like energies around that you've opened up for, and for other people it seems crazy, and we get it. It is fucking crazy. Are you kidding me? Break out of the matrix. That's crazy. It's not supposed to be possible, but it is possible. But there is a lot of training that's needed. Recognizing when there are other thoughts, and then doing something about it, that's mastery. Because it's not about it's never happening. No, it's a ship. It's just that it's not just like this. There are many different facets to this that we need to balance. And we are in a distortion right now. And the distortion is too much soul mission. And so that takes, let's say that it takes 80%, and the feeler is like 20. It's not really like that, but it's like, let's say that it's 60, 70 or something. It's still, it doesn't even matter if it's just 1% off. We have felt this for a few rounds now, and now we've noticed that this particular one is increasing a little bit. And this is so important, because this is how beings get out of sync with themselves, if they don't catch this and do something about it. If we keep going and we don't do something about it, prioritizing channeling, prioritizing, making music. Like we've sort of drifted out a little bit from that because of everything that we've opened up to here. And we were completely in our own space when we came here. So we've opened to other energies here. And so it's our job to get back into sync with what we're doing, so that we don't fall for any fantasies of the mind, that we only go by what's actually happening, so that we are present with what's going on, so that we're not fooling ourselves, but we are making the best steps based on the evidence that we have at hand. That's the best that we can do. You know? And this is what it takes to steer the ship and correct the distorted knower. Because for us, yes, we have connected to our soul mission and we are walking that path, but that doesn't mean that we're always walking that path in balance with all things. Sometimes we also have blind spots, right? That's why it's nice to have people to play this game with. And that's really what we're so waiting for, that people are getting this way of working. Because then we can get some play buddies, you know? There is a little bit of that too. Because this is really how we can help each other, but not from a place of needing to help, because that's unbalanced. So you see, like it's so important that we know our place. You know, we know our place with people before they open up, or Gaia, or you know, like we just have to allow for things to be. Don't be so eager that things have to change so fast. You know, be okay that things are taking its time. You feel how that thought just relax something in our chest. It's like this. When we get the right perspective, our body relaxes. That's really it. We're here to soothe the body, to get the body to rest into the truth of this experience so that we're not in fantasy. It's very important. Because sometimes there can be a lot of energies, but we have to zoom out and see the bigger perspective, so that we're seeing the bigger lesson here and where we are to steer our ship to get back in alignment, so that we are in balance with the knower and the feeler. That means that we have to look after the feeler. We have to make sure that it gets exciting food, that it feels excited about the food that it eats. And if it doesn't, then we need to learn how to cook more. You know, sometimes we can get into like, okay, we have this dish and then we have that dish. And then these are the dishes that we make all the time. It's a good routine. It's good with that. But it's needed with some more plants, some more frequency, some more upliftment. There are many things that you can do with food to enliven it. And there are much food that are alive, that is spicing up your own body. And even that is an experience by itself. To look into truly how food affects your mood, you know, things like this. Start to play with different things to see how that uplifts the body, and that it uplifts the body in a way that it feels better because it receives better nourishment. There's a big correlation between what you're consuming and what you are feeling inspired to exude with your energy. The same with your thoughts, with your action, with your words. It all matters in frequency. And it matters how we look after ourselves. It matters that we make it nice, and we keep going. We keep making it nice. Not that, oh yeah, we did once and then, like this is a habit to look after the body. That has to be a priority. And if it isn't, it should start to be. And that is something you have to inject. It's not going to feel good in the beginning. It's like, what? Are we going to do something different now? What? Right? That's the key to change. And when you learn to change the way that you are responding to situations, and you are okay with playing, knowing that you're a soul, then this game can be quite fun. Because then we see, okay, we're a little bit unbalanced. Okay. Yeah, we got to work on that, But we can't just go YouTube and then mindlessly, like it's good to engage the body in different things so that the body can smell, so that the body can explore new things, Nowadays, we have there's a plethora of YouTube things that you can get into. And the only thing that's stopping you is your mind and your habits. Because if you're doing the same thing over and over again, just the same as we did now, it's gonna lead to further separation from you and you. And we're here to harmonize. And so we need to make everything that we are deeming sort of like direction from source to be the same importance as the keeping the body excited, taking it to places that it hasn't been before, things like that. That is very important, you see? And it's interesting, right? This is why we know that it's divine too, because of the lock everything is propelling this movement. And we know that Gaia has her play in everything that is going on here. And so trust in your body's call. Don't be so focused on the mind and the intellect and the status or the this or the that, but just keep focused on the balance between the two, so that you make sure that you're looking after your body too. Because it's only through the body that we can truly have connection. And that's where we maintain this connection to Gaia for continuously amount of time. And when we are more that are connecting in this way, this is how we anchor light. If you're interested to prepare to anchor light with us, we have a Hey Live that you can sign up for below. Thank you so much for watching this channeling. We hope that it helped you somehow and guiding you to, inspiring you to connect more with what actually brings light here. You are powerful beings, and we're here to assist you to tap into that power and to make something happen here in the world, in the physical. So let us know how you receive this, and we'll talk to you again in the next one. Ciao.